so deep.
Hello there guys, welcome back into yet another one with us, the Review Bros. My name's Aaron and it's good to have you guys here joined with us today on this hyped pre-workout, and it was sent kindly by the guys over at the nutrition store. It's their new pre-workout, enjoy the Hysteria. And you know what? We're very excited to get into this one. It looks really cool, loving the designs. Look how random that is, Teletubbies and all sorts on there, on this one. And on this one is the guys over there, which is always cool, isn't it? Love these designs. But you know what? We've reviewed their other product, Enjoy the Insanity. How's this one going to compare? As we go through the usuals, taste, price, label and effects. And all we ask in return is you guys like this video, subscribe. And if you're kind enough, do drop a comment below, as it does help the algorithms, helps our channel grow. And we can keep putting these reviews out for you guys to find the next product you want to pick up. And will it be this one? Let's go. Uno segment 1. Here we go, taste and mixability. So it comes in two different flavours. It comes in blue graper wave, which is this one. And it also comes in this one, which is the Bermuda Bussing Berries. And actually, this is the one we're going to be reviewing today on this channel. So I can tell you it's a 10.64 gram scoop for that one serving size. What I'll say is when we weigh that out, that is an absolutely dead flat scoop, guys. Okay, so be warned on that, especially when you're concerned with some of the ingredients that come in this product. You might want to weigh it. I always say weigh every scoop you get anyway, because shortage of plastics in the world, you know, etc, etc. The amount of times we've seen it wrong is unbelievable, and it can be deadly, so be warned. Anyway, here we go, it's in, and it smells nice in the air. Definitely got a berry-like taste, smell. Obviously I've used it several times, but for the sake of the channel, I'm going to pretend it's my very first time. Here we go, and I can tell you, even though I've got one of these opaque shakers, so I can't really show you the mixability, it's very good, no problems whatsoever there.
I'm not sure I understand.
Why does Siri always have to get involved? It's nice. It is nice. There is a strange aftertaste, but more when you get to the very bottom of this. It's like a bitterness maybe. But all in all, it's actually a really nice flavour. I'd give it a safe 8 out of 10. I would say that it honestly starts off like a 9 out of 10. And by the time you get to the bottom, it's more like a 7 out of 10. So you know what, 8. It's definitely doable, guys. You're going to neck this pre-workout and you're going to get on down to the gym, ain't you? So let's move into the price. How much is this one going to set you guys back? Into the price of this pre-workout. Is it going to break the bank? Do you need to get a loan out to get your hands on it? Well, I can tell you no and yes. It's a bit in the middle with this one, guys, as we're going to always go through. So you'll head on over to the official nutrition store website where you can find this and their other products, and they also do other products as well on their website. So well worth checking out. Well worth checking that out. What I'll say is it is $55 US for a tub of this, and you only get 25 servings of this pre-workout per go. Obviously it does say you can do half scoop, full scoop. You know the drill though, guys. Here, for the sake of consistency, we always go by maximum serving. And at that maximum serving, it's going to cost you guys $2.20 per go. Okay? UK guys, for the sake of a pure translation, it will be £1.85, Great British sterling per go. On our new consistent pricing scale, it comes out at a 4 out of 10, which doesn't sound great, does it? But 5 out of 10 is absolutely what we consider to be bang average for a pre-workout price by today's standards. So yes, it is slightly more expensive than an average product, but as we move into the label and the effects, is it going to be justified? Let's go. Into the label. What is this pre-workout packing there it is, guys. So as you can see, as I mentioned, 10.64 grams per the serve at that 1 scoop dosage. And we start off with the clinical 3.2 grams of beta-alanine for the itchy, paresthesia, tingling type feeling as the pre-workout kicks in. And once you've taken it for a long enough period of time, it will help you with endurance in the gym. We have L-citrulline at a low dose, I'll be honest, 2 grams. We would have liked to have seen that doubled in the real world for the pumps, nitric oxide, you know, juicy swelling in the gym. That's what we're here for. But in this instance, I can only presume, looking at some of the other ingredients, that it's more in there as a transportation method. Just opening up the veins enough to get this stuff moving. Again, that's more in the effects segment, really. And we move into what I would call the standout ingredient of this, the grey area, 2-amino, which is obviously, as you guys know, DMHA. Potent stimulant, guys. It will get you in the zone. It will give you laser vision tunnel focus, and if it's in there at that dose, we are looking at heftier damage. And then we move into caffeine anhydrous at a low dose, as you'll see, 150 milligrams, which is low, but if that DMHA comes in for real, it's going to be a sweet spot of caffeine. I think a cup and a half worth of coffee roughly for your energy and stimulation. We've got decaffeine malate, however, up next, and I'd imagine that yields that 75%, so another 75 milligrams, so 225 milligrams total caffeine from this product, giving you a longer lasting sense of energy with this one, slower digestion, giving you no crash, we hope. And then we move into theophylline at 50 milligrams. It's a love it or hate it ingredient, guys. It's the truth. It's an asthma medication for breathing, oxygen uptake, and energy, guys. It can give you that stimulation as well. Like I say, love it or hate it. It's in the stim junkie realm. That's the ultimate truth. And then we move into isopropyl norepinephrine at 25 milligrams. It's the father to synephrine, a potent fat burner that stimulates your body, gets those fat cells metabolized, and gives you drive. And that's what we hope. And then we finish off with piperine, 10 milligrams, aka black pepper, for the absorption and digestion of this product, which we've always said is very important with a pre-workout, because you've only got a 30-minute window to get that shit doing its job. So yeah, important stuff. There's your label. What do we think? Could be potent. It could be very strong. Let's get into the effects. It's the bit you've been waiting for. The effects of this one. Enjoy the Hysteria by the guys at the nutrition store. Nice guys. Always really good to talk to them. They always send kind notes with their pre-workouts when they send them over to us, thanking us for reviewing them. But you know the drill, guys at home. We will keep this 1000% honest, as we always do. Now, starting off at the beginning, the beta-alanine comes into a respectable degree. I wouldn't say crazy. I wouldn't say you're itching your eyeballs out or places you didn't know exist, but nice level, probably like a 7.5 out of 10. A safe bet. If you like your beta-alanine tingles, it will still tick the box for you. And that's always the first ingredient we talk about, because 99.9%, if it's in the pre-workout, it is the first thing you'll feel. Now, what comes in next is a very nice wave of energy. Smooth energy, not an absolute slapper energy. It comes in nice and carries you forward, guys. It carries you through your training session. The energy for me, solid, very, very good, productive energy. And in fact, one of the standout features for me with that energy, maybe in with the focus, is just a sense of well-being, happiness, mood elevation. It just feels nice. It feels like it's hitting the right spot. Now, this is the question we're going to be asked, and we're going to be asked it a lot, and that is, how does it compare, obviously, to Enjoy the Insanity? For me, personally, not as strong. That's the truth from the bottom of my heart. And if you told me, and I blind tested this stuff, this has 300 milligrams of DMHA in it, would I believe you? The answer is no, I wouldn't. But it does feel really nice. I would say it feels more like 100 DMHA, comes in nice, no excessive euphoria or highness that does come with Enjoy the Insanity. But with that being said, that one comes with what I would consider to be a more nasty crash. Whereas this one, you feel nice and productive and mood elevated past your training session and throughout the rest of the day. It's actually really nice. Honestly, you ask me the truth, what would I rather take out of the two? I would rather take this one. It feels nicer for me. But if you're a stim junkie, I would personally recommend Enjoy the Insanity. So there is the two different classes of pre-workouts. Now this is by no stretch a week product, and it's by no stretch a daily driver product. I'd only personally use this one 2 to 3 times per the week if I was using it consistently. Obviously I've got lots of pre-workouts, but if it was my only tub, that would be how often I personally would use it. It's a good pre-workout. The pumps are its weakest element, as they are in Enjoy the Insanity, and as you would expect looking at the label. There's nothing in there really for pumps. The L-citrulline in there is really there just to carry these ingredients around the body. They don't really aid with the pumps. Now, pumps have always been a difficult one to review because everything affects the pump. How was your sleep the night before? How is your hydration? How many carbohydrates have you had? How hard did you train? How warm is the weather? You name it. The moon coming over tells you how much pump you're going to get, guys. So you've got to bear that in mind. It carries you through. You're not thinking, I've got no pump whatsoever, because it gets you training hard. So you do. It does give you an extra sense of thirst. So that gives you that illusion of a DMHA stimulation feeling. It's a good pre-workout. I would call it an all-rounder if it wasn't for the pumps. I'd say if the pumps were thrown in as well, we're talking all-round. Like I say, I really enjoy this product. It's not as strong as Enjoy the Insanity, but it's still very good. It reminds me of something like Panda Sup's Pandemic, or just something that feels nice. You know, you can tell there's something in there more than just your average pre-workout. It gets you going, and for me the standout two things are probably the energy focus, but definitely that mood elevation and the just feeling of well-being. It just feels nice, and that is why I've used it more times than a normal pre-workout. I've probably used this one 7 or 8 times now, and it would be one I'd personally use moving forward even after reviewing it. So that says a lot about this pre-workout. So no negatives really, a slight crash, but honestly, it does keep you going with that mood elevation. There's no digestive issues. There's no cold sweats or jitters or anything like that. What I will also say is there's no breathing problems, as some people might experience from the theophylline. None of that. It's just a good pre-work, a solid, I'd personally call it a great pre-workout, pushing into its way into the amazing category. And for that reason, I'm going to give it a solid 9.5 out of 10 on this review. It's well worth checking out, guys. So yeah, if that sounds right to you, do go out and check this one out, and appreciate you guys watching the review. And as always, of course, stay stimmed. Hysteria time.